Good afternoon and welcome back to Allotments for You. I think it's the middle of May now, and I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update as to what's been going on around the plot. For those of you who have been keeping a check on what's been going on, you'll notice that this whole area has been totally changed to what it was before. I'm still in the process of clearing out and finding slabs in the ground. Created a compost heap over there with all the bits that I'm taking out from the garden. It's actually, we've had some nice weather, we've had some fantastic weather in April, and we've progressed quite considerably with all the things that I've been doing. Got my shed up there with my strawberry hanging basket already up. There you go. Hopefully we'll get some fruit on that. Let's take you into the greenhouse first, where we've got quite a few things developing here. So here is where I've got some chilli and aubergine or eggplant seedlings, which are doing quite well. They were planted for me by my sister-in-law, and I've split them all up into little single pots, and then I've got some of my own which I've planted from before. Some of them are hot chilies, some of them are jalapenos, and then we've got our cucumber plants just there, which are doing quite well. They're going to be strung up in here in a bit. And what I've done with I've got the Moneymaker variety of tomatoes. So what I've done here is I've actually sunk the buckets with holes underneath into the ground itself, but then I've put little water bottles with the tops cut off. Can you just see those? Yeah. And they've also got little holes punctured into the bottom so that the water can seep out gradually. And I've actually got a couple of flowers on there already, so that's very positive. And on this one I've got a few flowers. There you go. So quite pleased with the progress of those. And these are all planted from seed, so I think that's an extra bonus for myself. Here I've got some aubergine plants that I put the seeds in sometime in February, and this is how far we've got with them. I suppose they're a bit of a slow starter, but we're doing okay. Over here again I've got some more tomatoes. These are a Costallo variety. It's an Italian one anyway. And then I've got some cherry tomatoes in my other little prop-up greenhouse. Here we go, we've got some sweet corn which I planted from seed, and they're doing very well in the little bottles and tubs, and they'll be going out into the ground just out here in the next week or so. I did plant, it's my second planting of runner beans. I think the seed must be old and it just hasn't taken at all, so not doing too great there. So this is the bed, which I'm just letting it come to complete flower as to whatever's in there. I want to see what there is, and we've had some pretty flowers in there, and all of these are about to open. The buds are there, and I know it might well even be a weed, I don't know, but I'm going to let them have a bit of a flower, and then I will clear that complete section. Here's my new little terracey patio bit where I've got the pathway now leading from the start of my plot here, and this is all going to be slabbed over just so we've got an area to sit and have a table. Here's the strawberries, doing very well. I've got undercover here. I've actually got some, let me show you, some radish. There you go. Can we see that? Yeah. Lots of radish and some spinach. And they're doing remarkably well. The leaves on those radishes are just fantastic. I have had a healthy crop from this lettuce sowing. I've picked about 8 or 10 balls of lettuce as well. Um, Here I've got some snapdragon which I just put in from seed, and they're doing quite well. The potatoes, poor things, they've had a bit of a bashing with the frost we had a few days back. Here I planted out some cosmos. They've been out now for a few days, so they'll be going into a bed somewhere. All the other garlic and onions doing very well, you know. Here I have got all my brassicas, and they do look very healthy at the moment, so I am quite pleased, because all of these I did grow from seed. And I don't know if you're anything like me, but as a new person to this gardening or allotment lark, I planted all the packets of cabbage, cauliflower and purple sprouting broccoli and Savoy cabbage. So although I've planted quite a few in here already, I had about another 30 plants, which a few I've had to throw away just because I can't find anywhere to put them, and some I've given away. Under here I've got some lettuce growing, a nice cos lettuce. They're doing okay, so I look forward to those. Here's my potatoes. Again, like I said, I've just covered them over for the moment just because we've had the frost. So hopefully I've got some garlic there which is still doing quite well. And then I've put this little cage around the sweet peas, and they seem to be doing okay for the moment. I've got a few flowers and buds on those, so that's positive. Oh, these are all the bits, the extra ones that I grew, the brassicas. And I think I might just pop them in here somewhere, just make a little home for them, see what happens. You know, might be just food for the pigeons. Here's some more lettuce, which I just need to weed around the lettuce, to be fair. And here I've planted some turnips, snowball turnips. That one there's not done very well, but the others seem to be okay for the moment. And broad beans are now taking shape. They look a lot better than what they did when they first started. I think I had a bit of a worry because they weren't growing very well. In fact, oh my god, I've just noticed, look, I have actually got broad beans. Look at that. I had no idea. That's the first time I've actually seen them. Oh boy, that's made my day. I thought these were going to die, because what I've done is I've planted another row right next to it. So just to come up from behind is another row of broad beans, because I thought I'd have a bit of better luck. But my God, there's hope for me yet. So here's some more garlic. And to be honest, this is the bed that's given me the hardest time ever. So much weed in here. It's taken us almost 3 full weeks to clear out the bindweed. And there's still some left in there. Look, I don't know if you can see that. There, loads of weeding. I mean, about 6 to 7 wheelbarrows of weed roots from here. But my lupins, oh, love them. They've done really well. I love the flowers in the garden. I love a little bit of colour. Really lifts you. And I'm so pleased that I haven't taken any of these flowers out. I know a lot of people are not bothered with flowers in their allotments, but I love the fact that I can just sometimes come and sit, listen to some music, look at the flowers. Plum tree, it's doing all right. I think I've got 3 plums on there so far. That's it. There's nothing else. Oh, no, I lie. There's 2 more. Apple tree is doing really well. Happy with that. Lots of blossom on there. Lots of little buds coming through, little mini apples. So yeah, really great. And this is a lovely sight. It's my carrots which I've planted in the boxes in a nice soil which is suited for carrots with a bit of sand in, and so far so good. Rhubarb, oh my god, we've had so many pies. Made some rhubarb cordial and rhubarb cake. I've got some coriander growing in here, which does look as if it's been okay, hopefully. And in between I've got little bunches of beetroot just there. So I think there's a lot going on, lots of lovely onions coming through, and I'm quite pleased with everything so far. It's definitely taking shape. I'm going to be weeding this bed today to get this cleared up. And this is my little outdoor greenhouse, which let me show you. And I've got some not aubergine, what I'm talking about. These are courgettes, which will be ready to go out soon. A few onions in there, and my cherry tomatoes. There you go. I haven't had much luck with the leeks, if I'm honest. They look a bit feeble, but I think all in all, I'm very pleased. I've had great opportunity to actually work on the plot last few weeks due to the lockdown. I've got my chief watering hand, my husband, who comes around about 5:30, 6 o'clock to help me water everywhere. But all in all, it's the most tranquil place, and I hope everyone's safe, and I look forward to you joining me next time. Please give it a thumbs up if you like what you see, and do subscribe to the channel. Okay, take care. Bye.